Hi everyone, this is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Few days back, I covered extensively this Anthropic's new model Claude 3.7 Sonnet, which is the first hybrid reasoning model and their most intelligent model to date. It is state of the art for coding and delivers quite a significant improvements in content generation, data analysis and planning. But for me, I believe after testing it thoroughly from various angles, I believe this is best suited for agentic applications which are dealing with code. So as long as your requirement is confined to the code, this model is quite good, and we have covered it from various angles as you can see on my channel. If you just search with Claude 3.7, you would see that I have covered it with Cline, with Sonnet, with Continue, and with a lot of other tools. If you just scroll down, you will see heaps of videos around it. One of the common questions which I received on those videos was which tool was best suited, especially when it comes to VS Code extension or JetBrains extension to use with this Claude 3.7 Sonnet as a coding assistant. So what I'm going to do in this video in real time, I'm going to test out two major tools which are quite popular at the moment. There are a few others, but I'm just going to compare both Continue and Cline. We will give both of these tools locally some of the prompts to generate some coding, to fix some coding, to see how both of these perform. On the surface, both look same when it comes to installation and usage. So the most of the I think difference which could come from is that how they deal with some of the hard prompts, and that is what I'm going to test in this video. If you want to learn more about this Anthropic's 3.7 Sonnet model, just watch my these videos on the channel and you should be able to cover it from every angle including its architecture. Now, this Claude 3.7 is Anthropic model, which means that it is a hosted model. You cannot install it locally. So you would need to go to Anthropic's website and grab your API key, which is a paid option. And I already have covered that side of things in my other video. So if you're following along, just grab your API key and then you can install the Continue and Cline in your VS Code. Again, if you want to know how to install it, just go to my channel and search with Continue or Cline and you should be able to find those videos. So let's get started. Let me take you to my VS Code. And before I do that, let me also introduce you to the sponsors of the video, which are Camel AI. Camel is an open source community focused on building multi-agent infrastructures for finding the scaling laws of agents with applications in data generation, task automation, and world simulation. So what I have done here is I have opened two windows in VS Code. On the left hand side, I have already installed Continue. As you can see here, the top extension is Continue, and on the right hand side, we have Cline. Now installation wise, both are simple. You just have to click on this extension and then search for either Cline or Continue and then click on install button. Once it is launched, the first impression Continue gives you that they really tried their best to get you hooked up to their website, and even after setting everything, they keep giving you this login to get started, even though I already have set my model. So this is a bit of a turn off, whereas Cline is pretty straightforward. You set your API key for the model after just clicking on this setting. So both of these provide you the setting button. You click on setting and set your API key, and that should be it. So I already have set my API key from Anthropic. So as far as the first impression is concerned after installation, I think Cline is a clear winner, whereas Continue is bit, I would say, just puts you off with all of this. Anyway, so if I click on this left, you will see that already I have selected Claude 3.7 Sonnet model, and then same is the case with this Cline one. So if I just take you there, you will see that 3.7 Sonnet is already selected, and Anthropic provider and keys are set. So let's start chatting with it. Now first up, what I'm going to do on the left hand side in the both chat windows of these extensions, I have given them the same prompt. So I am asking them to create a responsive HTML cascading style sheet and our JavaScript code for a web page displaying an animated 3D planetary system. The system should include the 8 planets of our solar system, with each planet represented as a 3D sphere. When a user clicks on a planet, a pop-up or tooltip should appear displaying the planet's name. And same goes with this one. So let me run these. So you can see that it is running at the moment. The continue, I mean, it is creating everything there. So let's wait for it. It is still working. I'll just scroll down. It is still creating stuff. Now what we are looking for here from a purely developer point of view is that it not only provides us the code but also tells us how to use it, and the code it creates should work, of course, most importantly. Now it has created something, so let me go to its directory, and before the directory I'm just going to click on apply here. It is applying the changes and then you can save it. I was hoping it would do it by itself. It didn't do it. Uh, maybe I would have to just specify it in the prompt, but I think it should be a good idea that it does it by itself. Anyway, so I have just saved these files. Maybe in the next one we could ask it to apply this. Okay, so this is done here. Now let's go to the directory, and this is, I believe, my continue directory. I'm going to launch this index.html in real time. I haven't tested it. So double click. This is a planetary system. There are 8 planets, that's correct, and it is a 3D. So behind the scene the model is same. We are not testing the model. We already know that's a really good model. So I'll just wait for it to become more visible, and then I will click on one of the item there, one of the planet, to see if it shows me the tooltip by clicking on it, because that was one, but it is 3D for sure. So it has followed it right. So let's click on it. Does it show me anything? No. You see, I'm going at top of it. It's not showing me the tooltip. Even the clicking doesn't show any tooltip here. So it has created it well, but it hasn't made it clickable. Okay, so I will just let it run, and meanwhile what I'm going to do, I'll just go back to my VS Code, and then I will just use the Cline now. So I'll let it run. It is making the API request. It is running, so let's wait for it. There you go. You see, I didn't, same prompt, but Cline is creating the file. I didn't have to really do the apply or anything. I can auto approve here, or I could save. So I'll just say save. So this is the index, and then another API call it is making. That is a cascading style sheet. That's good. So you can already see that the Cline has got a clear edge over the continue. So let's wait for it, and I'll just let it run in real time so that you would also see what is happening. You can also just do the auto approve to speed things up, but let's wait for it to do it. Let's save. Another API call is going, and now it is going to likely do the JavaScript file. Let's wait for it. I will let it create. And look how quick that is. This is really good stuff. So let's save it. Another API call. So I'll just wait for this to finish telling you what it is doing. It is, there you go. Now it says client wants to use the browser. So I'll just say approve. Let's see if it is able to launch it. So this is what I wanted from continue to, because let's see if it is able to launch it or not. Maybe it is asked. There you go. So it has launched it there. So I just clicked on it. So this is a web page. So there is another task, but I think I would just need to go, and then I'll just close it from here. I think because my system permissions are not there, so maybe it might not be able to do it. Anyway, let's see. So you see, when I clicked it, it couldn't um, use it. So that is why it is trying to fix it. Anyway, so it is fixing the code, improving the code in line. Now I'm just going to hopefully, I'm not sure if it can do with the auto one. Anyway, let's wait. Save. Okay. Okay, I'll let it finish this. Save. And keep an eye on your cost too, because Anthropic's models are expensive. That is a huge downside of Anthropic, I would say. And this video is not sponsored by Anthropic or any of this tool, by the way. Let's wait for it. So Cline is almost finished. So I'm just going to save it. And then I'm going to go to its directory, my Cline. Let's run this. There you go. So this is a Cline one, much better than the other one. Again, it's a 3D. So tooltip still not working. Let me click on it. Nope, it's not working. It says click on planet to see detail. I'm clicking on the planet, but it's not doing anything. But other than tooltip or clicking, you can see maybe we would have to do more iterations on that one, but that is a model thing. Other than that, if you look here, I think the code which has been produced in the first attempts by the client is much better than the continue. And I think first impressions, I would say the iterations is more better um, in Cline if you compare it to continue. But I think number of iterations in Cline are more. So Cline is more costly. But the thing with Cline is that it keeps trying to improve your code. As you can see that it is still going on. So if I keep running this, it is going, there you go, it has launched it now. Let me click it. Okay, I still don't see any tooltip or anything. I'll just close this. I don't see any tooltip. Clicking still doesn't work. Anyway, so this is, you can already see the comparison. I don't have to say it again and again. Now, I believe that Cline is a clear winner in terms of functionality, in terms of ease of use, and also in terms of iteration. But just because it tries to do the task properly, it is more expensive because more API calls. So as long as you're happy with that, you can go with it, or you could try using any local models. But again, as I have shown in a hands-on examples in various videos, that these coding agents for a real-world programming task, they don't really work well with Olama based on any quantized local models. Maybe if you have a full model which you deploy locally, then it might work good. But I have seen that they work best either with OpenAI's models or with Anthropic's model. Anyway, very keen to hear your thoughts on it. If you are using any coding tool other than Cline or Continue, or even if these ones, what are your thoughts on it? Is there any favorite tool you guys are using in your day-to-day task? Please let me know. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you are already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.